Welcome into the studios today, everyone. Ashlee Torpy and Lindsay Black. They're with the Dublin Service League, as we'll pan around and show you the different shots of them. We're all social distancing in here today, and we just want to make sure that we could have these ladies in from the Dublin Service League and be able to share about what's been going on in the community, some recognition of some of our senior adults, some of our caregivers. And so we'll start out with you, Ashlee, if we may. So thank you for coming in today.
Thank you for having us.
You know, the Service League has quite a few members active, don't they?
Right, 60 ladies.
And so it sounds like a call to action on you all's part, and I'm sure all the ladies just come right together and go to work. It's not like most of the ladies don't have full-time jobs. Most all of you are very much workers in our community. You work with the Morris State Bank,
Right.
Quite involved there, and have a lot of responsibilities every day. Your plate's full. And then, you know, you choose to be a part of a service league. Why do you choose to be a part of the service league?
Well, our motto is make us ever mindful of the needs of others. So I think when Lindsay called with this idea, it was the perfect opportunity for us to step up with something that was fun and easy to do.
Yeah, great. And so, Lindsay, you know, you can take some of the credit. You came up with the idea, but
Yes.
man, it takes a lot of hands. You know, ideas can come along, and you know, people can come up with great ideas, but you got to have hands, you got to have feet, you got to have willing hearts to serve, don't you?
Definitely, and I think it just really shows the testament of the Dublin Service League that you know, you can have one idea, but you can only do so much. But with such a force like the Service League, it can be so much bigger. And because everybody jumped in and helped, we were able to serve so many more people, and it was just it was really great to see everybody come together to do that.
So where'd the idea come from, if you will, and let's talk about how you actually, you know, kind of got it facilitated.
Actually, one night I was at a St. Patrick's Committee dinner, and I was actually sitting next to Kathy Jones and was chatting with her about how things were going, and she was just kind of telling me that, you know, how meaningful and how grateful her residents feel when they receive donations, just, you know, and it just kind of got me thinking, you know, how it just must be so hard right now to be in that situation in assisted living home with no visitors and just through all these times. And so that night, my husband and I started talking about, you know, what can we do to maybe encourage somebody. And so we had kind of come up with the idea of maybe going to one of the homes. And the next morning when I woke up, I thought, you know, what if we could do more than one home? How could we do that? And I just thought, I'm going to call Ashlee, and I called Susan Polhill and talked to them, and she said, is this something that maybe we could do? And they said, absolutely. And so we kind of went from there, and everybody jumped in to help, and we were able to donate to a lot more places than we could have before.
Yeah, Ashlee, about how many people were served? How many seniors?
165, and then we did desserts. You know, Service League members love to bake, and so we did desserts for the caregivers at each of the homes.
Yeah, had to be really special.
They were very appreciative, and seeing their smiles was definitely worth it.
You know, all the countless hours that have gone into helping businesses with the Morris Bank, and all y'all having to chip in and work so hard on that, and with all the hours that have gone in with Fairview Park Hospital and the people that have given back, it is a time where we should all be a little bit more caring, and we seem to be more compassionate, at least most of us do, seem to be more compassionate about helping someone who is obviously unable to get out and see family, or family can't come in and see them, and so they're protected in that way. And so it just means so much whenever we saw this story. We want to have you ladies come in and be able to share with the community and be able to let them see what kind of heart that the Service League has. Of course, if you know much about the Service League, you'll know they give scholarships each year, have a huge fundraiser when they bring in the antique mall. There are other things that you all do as well, so don't let me miss any of them. If you want to share any more, you know, let me know. But that's your two.
Those are our
that's
two.
The main fundraiser for you is the
Right.
antique mall. People really turn out for that. It's enjoyable in more way than one. But as far as the scholarships this year, can you tell me a little bit about how that's working with school being out a little bit earlier? How did y'all handle that this year?
We were able to go through and finalize that process and give out the scholarships. So
Yeah.
those were done by mail.
Yeah, a
So,
little bit different.
yeah.
But, you know, you still had a chance to do the interviews earlier in the year. And
Right.
have a look at the young people. It helps so many people. I know of so many families that have received that blessing of whatever amount that they've received from the Service League, been able to go on to college, and it makes a difference in that young life, if not just for the money, the monetary that you get, but the encouragement that a group of ladies, a service league in your town will come along and encourage you like that. And so back over to where we went out to the assisted living is what it was, right? And how do we go about that? You just chose all the assisted living, that's what worked best, and you went to those?
Well, one of the projects that the Service League does each month is we play bingo at about 4 or 5 assisted living homes. And so it just, and also in kind of our mission, you know, we serve the senior population. And so when that happened, we were able to kind of align with those homes pretty quickly. And then through the help of Dr. Andy Bozeman with Blue Sky Farms and Classic Florists, as well as Alexander's Printing, they jumped in to help donate flowers and gift tags. We also had several members who donated financially to help purchase like the containers and greenery and things like that. We also had obviously members donate cakes and pies because we wanted to do something for the residents, but also something for the caregivers who have also been going through this as well. And so we had several members bake cakes and pies, and Smith's Jewelers, Natalie Curry, she jumped in to help coordinate that at her shop. So we had members dropping off cakes and pies at Smith's so they wouldn't melt when we were assembling at the Market on Madison. And then when we left to go deliver, we were able to just stop by and grab them. And so just through all these community partners downtown Dublin, donating the space for the Market on Madison, and then
Perfect to distance.
it was perfect. Everybody had their own table to arrange flowers, and we were all spaced out, and so
Let's
it was
talk
nice.
about this amount of flowers. Now, you say Dr. Bozeman provided those. I know he has a farm. I've seen that a few times.
Beautiful sunflowers, just a variety of flowers, but I mean, the majority came from his place. So.
Yeah, and so many times I've seen Dr. Bozeman's displays around the hospital. Beautiful flowers. He just, I guess he has quite a garden going on at his farm. And so you all pull from there. And then tell me about what each person provided. You know, Classic Florist being one, of course. You had more.
So Classic provided the carnations.
Uh-huh.
Alexander's provided the gift tags. We chose a 4th of July theme, and they printed those for us. Who else? Downtown Dublin provided the Market on Madison. Anyone else, Lindsay?
Smith Jewelers did
Smith, yeah. Smith's provided the location for everybody to drop off the cakes and pies and keep it ready for that.
Did you get a lot of feedback from some of the healthcare providers?
They were very appreciative. Got some posts on social media, so we were excited. Yep.
What do you hear from your members whenever you come up with ideas like this? What's some of the first responses that they made, Lindsay?
You know, just seeing some of the social media comments, just, you know, saying that, you know, they're just so proud to be a part of an organization that gives back and thinks of others in these times. And I think, you know, I think they're just appreciative of all the things that we can do for people to help.
Yeah, you know, a good leader leads by example, and you all are really leading by example in doing this to encourage the community to do more things, to reach out to people around us and be that helping hand. We don't really know what will happen in the next few months.
A lot of uncertainty.
We don't know how to plan for the antique fair coming up in November, if it'll be there, if we'll have football and things like that. But the one thing that we know is that we are truly all in this together, and we can look for opportunities to serve others. What's your next great idea then, Lindsay? You have to have another one brewing. But as you get out and you're able to speak with people at a distance, you're able to visit people online, chat, whatever it may be. If we could just encourage each other, if we could just look for that opportunity to be able to do that, because so many have encouraged the hospital, and so many have encouraged those in the banking industry to continue to work, because Just again, for the example of the PPP that you all turned out
Right.
and all worked so hard to help businesses continue to keep employees and keep that payroll and keep the lights on in a lot of situations, the number of people and the dollars that just Morris Bank alone has helped the community with, and then, you know, Fairview being through all it's been through with COVID and the fear that people have. Yet you all turned out socially distancing and made a difference in our community and so many seniors. Do you have any idea about how many? I guess 165 was your number, so that's how many seniors that you actually touched, not to mention the caregivers that were involved.
Yes, and we were also able to donate a few floral arrangements to the units at Fairview Park Hospital for the the nursing staff that were working over the weekend and the doctors to have on the units to enjoy and hopefully just encourage them a little.
Actually, remind us what the process is of becoming a service member, and then, you know, what that process is like. I believe you go through so many years of work, and then you become a retired member, or
Right.
tell us
So
about
Service League gets a 10-year commitment, and at the end of that, you're a true blue retired member. And you'll see at the antique fair and a lot of projects, I mean, the retired members really support us. So,
that. And can you tell me about what year it was that Service League started?
1947.
47, that's
Yep.
what I thought. I didn't want to call it wrong.
Yep.
And
12 members of the Dublin Girls Cotillion kind of came up with the idea of a service league, and the motto again, just being mindful of the needs of others. So
yeah.
it's been a fun thing.
And Lindsay, how rewarding has that been for you? You moved here and became involved. You didn't grow up and weren't a part of the community like so many are. How has that been for you in being invited in and becoming a part of the service?
Well, it's hard to believe that it'll be 5 years this January 2021 that my husband and I moved here from Augusta. And the community has really just embraced us and brought us in. And being a part of the Service League is definitely an honor. And I really enjoy giving back my time there. And just even being able to have this idea and, you know, make it come to life and have people just so willingly jump in, I think just is another, just confirms why I'm a part of this organization. And I just am appreciative for their giving hearts and, you know, listening, taking the call.
Yeah. And so actually, we appreciate you all coming in and being able to share with us so much about your efforts. And if there's a need in the community, can people just reach out to the Service League?
That would be great. We have a website. Go on there. There's a way to leave a comment. If you have ideas for things that we can do to help, we'd love to know.
Thanks for being service-minded.
Thank you.
Thank you for another great idea, Lindsay. Thanks for joining us right here on TV 35.